Everyone, today we're going to be creating a custom bokeh. Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. In this video, we're going to be going over how to create your own custom bokeh. But first, we're going to show you how to actually shoot a nice looking bokeh and then edit it in Ihr Foto Studio. So let's go check it out and see how it's done. Now the bokeh that we're going for is going to result in something that looks like this. Now to make a custom bokeh, you're going to need some kind of cardstock or sort of firm, harder paper, a ruler, compass, scissors, pencil, and an X-Acto knife, and of course, some of your free time. Now first you're going to need to find the diameter of your lens. Now you can find this by measuring the lens with a ruler or just go by the diameter listed on the lens itself. You're going to want to take that number, divide the diameter by 2 to get its radius, and then use your ruler to set your compass to that number. Now draw a circle on the cardstock or firm piece of paper. Cut out your circle, but not all the way around. Leave a tab so that it's easier to take it out later. And in the middle of the circle, draw the shape that you want your bokeh to have. For example, I drew a flower. Now the shape you choose is completely up to you. In this case, I did the flower, but you can do something completely neutral like a square or triangle, etc. Or something seasonal like I did the flower, or you can do maybe butterfly, Christmas tree during Christmas time, or I don't know, a heart for Valentine's Day, something like that. It's up to you. Then cut out the picture using either that X-Acto knife or something really small like manicure scissors or something like that. The tool you use depends on how complex your shape is and how accurate you are in your cutting. All right, my bokeh template is all done. Now it's time to take some pictures. Don't be afraid of also trying to play around with different shooting styles. And for example, something that we did is we hung up some decorative lights and we were using a dark background to kind of emphasize that. And we're gonna be playing around with this theme. Now we're gonna need a light source to take a photo of. And I recommend keeping your aperture as wide open as possible when shooting bokeh. This makes the cutout shapes much less distorted. Now I'm going to use the focus ring in manual mode, and I'm going to adjust the size of the bokeh itself. Since the paper disc with a cutout shape blocks a lot of light, we recommend using a tripod when shooting. This is going to prevent any unwanted camera shake and is really useful in case you need to set a longer shutter speed. Now that we're done shooting our bokeh, let's apply it to a photo in Ihr Foto Studio X. The bokeh image you shot is an overlay that you can now apply to any photo. And you can adjust the color of the bokeh to make it fit better with any subject in the develop module. You don't need colored lights, just Ihr Foto Studio X. Make adjustments to your bokeh, or if you're happy with how it is, go right to the editor module to apply it to a photo. Open the photo you want to apply the bokeh to and add it by clicking Add Layer and Paste from File. Learn how to apply custom bokeh to portraits in the article linked in the video description. Set the layer blending mode to screen, which causes only the highlights to be visible. Now, if you're interested about learning more about blending modes, you're lucky. Follow us because we're going to be covering this subject fairly shortly and quite in depth. And here's what the finished product might look like after applying your own custom bokeh. All right, so that's it. That's how you can create your DIY custom bokeh and apply it to your own photographs using Ihr Foto Studio X. I hope this was useful for you. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe bell so you don't miss future videos, especially like we talked about the blending options, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care.